Hey friends, welcome back. Today I've got a full day of eating for myself, so I thought I would bring you along with that because I have a fun new gadget that I'm going to try out today with my eating. If you're new around here, I do hope that you enjoy the video and consider subscribing to be a part of the family. My name is Tiffany, and as I mentioned, today is a full day of eating with me. I'm not currently on any sort of special diet or way of eating. This is not keto, so for those of you who have seen my keto eating, I'm currently not eating ketogenic diet, so it is what it is. But I'm just gonna show you throughout the day what I eat and bring you along. So I'm getting a late start on the day. It's actually a little bit after 10. I'm having a cup of vanilla buttercream coffee. And of course I'm having it in my superhero mug. And then some of this coconut caramel latte coffee creamer. So I'm gonna enjoy that. And the kids are watching a movie and it's gonna be a rainy Saturday. Good morning. Oh, is that the Tooth Fairy? So the Tooth Fairy came last night for brother and Alice said that she saw her. So excited. You're goofy. So the fun new gadget I mentioned in my intro is this Cosori Original Cool Touch Electric Kettle, which I'm very excited about. I just unboxed it and I'm going to use it to heat up water to make some oatmeal, but not just any kind of oatmeal. It's a hodgepodge. And the awesome people over at Cosori have given me a coupon code if you'd like to check out the electric kettle as well. All that information is down below in the description box, but the code is good until September 31st, 2018. So if you're watching this after that, code is no longer valid, but you can still check out the product on Amazon. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some water going in this and get it heated up and make my oatmeal. So I've got the kettle set up here. I've just got it on the base. And this is a nice, inside it's a one-touch release there. Nice stainless steel inside. Shows you the max fill line. So I'm not gonna need a whole ton, so I'm only gonna put a little bit in here and it should heat up pretty quickly. Jackson is also having some oatmeal, so that's why I put a little bit more than what I need for one bowl. And set it on the base, hit the start button, and let it go. So this is what I'm using. I'm going to use 1 serving of the Trader Joe's rolled oats. These are my favorite. For some reason, they're just kind of chewy, and I really like that. And then I put a little bit of cottage cheese. I know it sounds weird, and this is gonna make this kind of a, not really a cold or a hot, kind of just like a room temperature by the time you mix everything in, because the oats will be hot, these items will be cold, and then you've got the crunch of an apple. So a little bit of cottage cheese, and then a little bit of this Greek God's maple yogurt. I'm gonna mix all that up, and then I'm gonna chop up an apple as well and put that in there. So that heated up super fast. I wasn't even able to cut my apple. Jackson's just having some instant oatmeal, but I did measure out 1/3 cup of the Trader Joe's oats, which is not exactly a full serving, but because I'm adding so much other stuff, I didn't want a ton. And then we're going to do 2/3 cup of hot water for mine. And I'm just gonna stir that. And I put a little plate over top so it can kind of steam itself. And then I'm gonna make Jackson's, so you don't need to see that. And I'll get back to you once I get all the other stuff. So after letting it just sit on the counter and kind of steaming in the hot water, my trick to get it chewy is to put it in the microwave after it's kind of absorbed most of the water. And I put it in the microwave at 30% power for about 1.5 minutes. And then it gets the consistency that I prefer. So that's how I do that. I've got my apples chopped up here. I'm gonna add those actually in last. And I'm gonna add my yogurt and cottage cheese. I know the cottage cheese sounds weird. This is actually something that I learned or used to eat a lot when I did like Weight Watchers years and years ago. It's a high protein, healthy carb. So about 1/4 cup of cottage cheese, and then same with the yogurt. And this is a maple yogurt, so that's gonna add some flavor or sweetness. And then add the apples. This is not a full apple. It's about probably 2/3. I gave the rest to the kids and then chopped up another full one for them to snack on. But there you have it. You can put some cinnamon on there if you want, which I might actually do after I taste it. So you could easily make the oatmeal like on the stove top, bring it to a boil, or in the microwave, just microwave itself and skip the kettle. I find that doing like the hot water soak beforehand, again, just gives me the consistency that I like. But I will be using the kettle again later to make some tea, most likely, because it's kind of rainy and yucky out today, and I'm sure that tea later in the evening is going to just hit the spot. Mixed together, it doesn't look quite as pretty, but I love it. You could also do frozen blueberries I've done before. You could do strawberries, bananas. I just like the crunch of the apples and the chewiness of the oats and the cottage cheese, and then the creaminess of the yogurt. To me, it just hits so many like flavor profiles and textures for me. Another reason, the microwave, when you do it, I do it at low power, like 30% power, because otherwise it tends to boil and bubble over unless you have a really large bowl. But cooking it at the 30% power, like I said, it's a consistency and a texture thing for me. If you don't like your oats chewy, ignore this entire tutorial. But you don't want to be cleaning exploded oats out of your microwave, I would guess. You might like that. I don't like that. I'm gonna go eat. It tastes so good and looks so bad. So Jackson is currently at a friend's house, so Alice and I are going to make lunch. And I'm just gonna throw a few chicken strips in here to make wraps. This is my Black & Decker air fryer. Absolutely love it. And then I've just got some leftover carb counter wraps for myself. And Alice will have a little one on a fajita tortilla. And then I've got some romaine lettuce chopped up for salads and stuff like this. And then a little bit of ranch, and I might put a little bit of shredded cheddar. And I'm also drinking a Rockstar Zero Carb. This is still my favorite, even though I'm not technically low carb. This is what I prefer to drink when I'm drinking energy drinks. And those are pretty much done. And I remembered I had some tomatoes in the fridge as well as some red onion, so this is the start of mine. And there's Alice's. She doesn't like onion, so I've got cheese and tomato on hers. Cheese, tomato, and onion. I'm going to add a little bit of lettuce, and I'm going to just slice up this chicken into more manageable pieces, and then drizzle with ranch dressing. And because I keep forgetting stuff that I'm going to throw on here, I got this at Trader Joe's the other day. I had not tried it until now. This is super good if you like spicy. So I did a drizzle of that on as well. And I still have like half of a chicken strip left that I'll probably just dip in some sauce if I'm still hungry. So there's my wrap with my drink. And I'm gonna go sit down and edit some video and eat. So I'm thinking that wrap that we had for lunch is actually gonna be more like dinner because I'm full. Jackson's at a friend's house. Alice and I are making what?
Cookies for a girl night out.
A girls' night in. So we're making, so instead of eating dinner tonight, I'm saving room for junk. We've got white macadamia nut cookies, and then we picked out some candy at the store earlier for a movie night instead of eating dinner. I was gonna make chili, but I think I'm gonna save chili for tomorrow. Oh, oven's preheated, gotta put the cookies in. Cookies are out. I'm going to start with one, and I might tell you how many I actually eat. They look yummy, and they're soft in the center.
Hi, I'm gonna tell you guys why are cats so scared of cucumbers?
Why are cats afraid of cucumbers? I don't know why.
Because they are scaredy cats.
Oh my goodness.
I have another one for you guys.
Okay.
When do we go to the dentist?
When do you go to the dentist?
At 2:40.
At 2:30. That guy is not amused. Probably more so because we're making him watch Peter Rabbit with us as a family movie.
We like Peter Rabbit.
So here's my current setup. I was actually just uploading a YouTube video, or like 2 something. Alice has decided this is the time to brush her hair. But I wanted to update you on what I've been eating. So I'm lounging. I've been drinking water because I'm eating way too much sugar. I had 2 cookies, so not too bad. Alice and I just put them in a Tupperware container. I've had 2 Twizzlers pull and peel.
Mama, you forgot to set the towel.
Yeah, I'll shut it. I had 1 miniature Butterfinger bite, a handful or 2 of dots. I like anything gummy and fruity, so these are good. 1 single junior mint. Oh no, and then half of one. I'm really getting into the nitty gritty. I didn't count how many dots I had. Sorry.
These are the Butterfingers.
Yep, they're just baby ones.
I don't know if you can see them. Yay!
And then Alice, your Butterfingers are falling out onto the couch.
Oh.
There is still a box of Mike and Ike's that we have not opened, but I've got a stomach ache. So I think I'm good on the food for now. I'll probably, like I said, make a mug of tea here soon. It's only 5 o'clock, so we're watching a movie early in the day.
Mama, I know a good joke.
She has another joke. Hold on. Okay.
Why did the Mike and I go to the store?
Why?
Because it wanted to get peanut butter. Because it's made out of peanut butter.
It's not. That's a Butterfinger. Mike and Ike's are like jelly beans. Yeah, they are. Life is rough.
I don't know good jokes.
I don't know good jokes. Your cat one was good, and you made that one up on your own. Yeah. Are you still reading about Chernobyl? Somehow this is turning into a vlog, and it's not supposed to be. Sorry, guys. If you came here just to see what we're eating or what I'm eating, you're getting like the bonus cut. All right, let's continue watching it. What are you doing? You gonna brush your hair like that? It is 6:45 and I am going to make my tea. So I put water in here already and I'm just going to turn it on. I have got to say, I love this kettle. The inside with it being stainless steel, it heats up super fast. It's got the easy like one touch open and then it's got auto shut off. It's cool to the touch. It is almost done heating up. I don't know if you can see the steam coming out, but I've got my loose leaf tea in here. It's a maraschino cherry black tea. And this is going to make it easy to steep a loose leaf. In my cup, I've got just a squirt of this Splenda Zero Vanilla. This just finished, so I'm just gonna pour some into here.
Coffee.
And close it. I'm going to steep that for about 3 minutes. Black tea does tend to get bitter if you oversteep it. So 3 minutes are up. This is the most fun part of this entire contraption. You set it on top of your cup and it just goes in. I don't want it to overflow. It shouldn't because I didn't put that much in. Life is good. Enjoy the little things. There's my tea. And I think I'm going to call it a night. It is just about 7 o'clock and we're gonna watch some TV and my tummy is full of snacks. So we don't usually eat that much sugar ever. So I've got my tea over there and I'm gonna let that cool down. The thing with that kettle is that it gets it really, really hot, but that means that the flavor really gets drawn out of the loose leaf more so than it does if I just use my Keurig to brew like just hot water through that. It's not the same flavor. So loving the kettle, but I think I'm gonna call it good. Do you wanna close it for me, baby girl?
Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that big red button right down there and the bell down there. Bye.